Hi everyone, welcome to US Immigration Help channel. If you are new to this channel, my name is Liman, and in today's video, we're gonna talk about the K1 visa process from start to finish. We're gonna talk about USCIS stage, NVC stage, Embassy Consulate stage, when a visa is issued, adjustments of status after traveling to the United States, after married, and the last one, when a green card is issued after doing biometric and interview. So, first of all, I am not an attorney. I am here to help you based on the information I have from USCIS and NVC websites. If you're ready, let's get started. First, we're going to talk about USCIS stage. The first step is file I-129F petition. So when you file this petition, make sure everything is completed properly. And then at the last page, when say petitioner signature, question 6A and 6B, you must sign, the petitioner must sign this petition with a black ink. Do not use any other color. It will be rejected. And also for 6B, you must be day, month, day, and year format. Do not use international one, which is day, month, and year. So once now you file this petition, is completed, and it's signed and dated. Now it's time to gather the checklist, to gather the required evidence. That's the second step. Checklist of required initial evidence. You will need a filing fee of $535. It's gonna be a personal check or cashier check, money order, or credit card. If you use credit card, you need to include Form G1450 for credit card transactions. Also, you will need birth certificate for the beneficiary, passport style photo to pay to for a beneficiary and a petitioner, and the background has to be white. You need a cover letter. Also, you need Form G1145 notification of acceptance. I would recommend you send it because you will need it, because every time USCIS makes an update on your case, they will send you a notification. It's good to have it. Detailed letter of how you met your fiance is a supplement to question 54. In that one, you must be creative. Case to case is different, so you have to be creative for that one. Proof of ongoing relationship. You need like messages, phone calls, chats, and everything that you see will work for your petition. And a proof of intent to marry, petitioner and applicant must be from both sides. Proof of petitioner of US citizenship must be a birth certificate or a passport. And the last one is I-94 proof of most recent and past visitation history. Once now you filled your petition, you have the checklist of required evidence. Now it's time to send your petition to USCIS Dallas lockbox. I wanna tell you this. Please do not rush. Make sure everything looks good before you send them. Rushing is gonna cost you time and money. So make sure you review everything before sending them to USCIS. Step 3. Send your petition to a Dallas lockbox. If you use postal service, use PO Box 66151, Dallas, Texas 75266. If you use FedEx, UPS, and DHL, use 251 South State Highway 121 Business, Suite 400, Louisville, Texas 75067. So now, when you send your petition to USCIS, they will receive it, they will process it. If they say everything is good with your case, they will send you I-797C or Notice of Action 1, that's C4. you will receive I-797C or Notice of Action 1. This I-797C will have some important information about the petitioner and the applicant, which is the beneficiary. You will have petition type, the case type, which is a I-29F petition for alien fiancé. The most important one is receipt number. That's what you need to check for your status, and also notice date. So once now you receive I-797, you have now receipt number. It's time to check for your status. You go online and look for USCIS case status online and enter receipt number and submit, and click on check status, and it's gonna take you to this page. It's gonna give you a message right here telling you that your case was received and the receipt notice was sent. That's the receipt we talk about, the one I-797C. So in a couple months, your case, if you check the status, your case will be approved, and it's gonna give you a message like this: case was approved, and it's gonna tell you we will mail you approval notice. Please follow the instruction in the notice. So when it's approved, they're gonna send you I-797 or Notice of Action 2. Notice of Action 2 will have almost the same information. They're gonna have a receipt number, the petition type, and the beneficiary full name, and the petitioner full name with alien number. You will need this for a future use. Please keep it safe in a safe place. So at this point, USCIS stage is done. So as soon as I send you I-797, they will send your petition to NVC. So let's now talk about the NVC stage. Once USCIS approves your petition and send it to NVC, you are in NVC stage. NVC will process your case, enter the data to the system from your petition, create your case number, and then send you a welcome letter. That's step 6 in the K1 visa process. Is a welcome letter. This welcome letter will have a case number. That's the important element on this welcome letter. A USCIS receipt number, petitioner full name, applicant full name, and interview location. So as soon as they send you this welcome letter, they will send your petition as well to embassy or consulate in your country, where you will have interview. As soon as you receive the welcome letter, get your case number and go to a visa status check. I want to mention something right here. Visa status check for K1 visa, it's totally different than immigrant visa, because K1 visa is classified as non-immigrant visa. So this is step 7, visa status check. You're gonna select a visa application type from drop-down menu. It's gonna be a non-immigrant visa in IV, and then select the location. You will have it in your welcome letter. In this case, it's gonna be Morocco in this example. And then you're gonna enter the case number, and you enter the code as shown. Basically, it's just the characters as shown. You enter them and hit submit. Once you submit, it's gonna give you your visa status. Most of the time, it's gonna be in transit. Your case is on transit to the embassy or consulate, but in some cases, it's already there. It's ready. Congratulations, your case now is ready for interview. It's time to start doing the consular steps. They're gonna tell you here your case is open and ready for interview. Fingerprints and required documents. If you have already had your interview, please check your status after 2 business days. If no interview was required, please check back in 2 business days. They're gonna tell you exactly what is going on when they tell you your case is ready. Yeah, because it depends your case. So at this point right here, the NVC stage is done. Your case is at embassy or consulate. So NVC stage is completed. So now let's talk about embassy and consulate stage. Once NVC sent your case to embassy or consulate, now you start embassy and consulate stage. The first thing you do when you check your status and it's ready, it's time to create your profile. That's a step 8. Create your profile at portal ustravel.com. Create your profile. You will need it for everything you do in this process. You will need it for interview schedule, in medical exam interview. Medical exam. You will need it for medical exam. You need it to pay the fees. Basically, you will need it for everything. We will talk about it. If you are a new user, you never filled a petition before, click on new user and follow the instruction to create your profile. So after creating your profile, you want to go to step 9, which file DS-160. DS-160, you can access it from your profile account, or just you go online and type non-immigrant visa DS-160 and DS-160, and it's gonna take you to this page. First, you select your country, and then you can enter the code as shown, basically just the characters, and you hit the start application. Please, when you hit start application, they will ask you for some security questions. Please remember them, because you will need them for future use. If you didn't complete your application, if something wrong and you did not complete your application, you will be able to go back and complete your application. So it's good to have this security question remembered or write them down somewhere. So once now you completed DS-260, you must print the confirmation page of DS-160. You will need it for interview date. So you will have your full name, date of birth, place of birth, gender, passport number, purpose of travel, and completed on, and a confirmation number. And it's gonna tell you this is not a visa, this is just a DS-160 confirmation page. So now you go to your account, again to your profile account, and look for pay my visa fee. Is $265. That's a step 10. Pay my visa fee, and the fee is $265, and it will be different from country to country, because it will be the banks are different from country to country because you pay in the country's banks. So this is an example from Morocco. You will have they will tell you which bank you're going to use, and also you must go to your profile and get the visa fee collection slip, because you're gonna take them to the bank. They did not accept the receipt from the bank. You have to get your account profile and use the visa fee collection slips. It's gonna be available after you log in to your profile, and it's gonna be like this. This is from Morocco, by the way. So we're gonna go to step 11. In step 11, you must schedule interview. That's a schedule interview. Basically, schedule my appointment. You need to go, as I said, to your profile. You log into your profile and then schedule your interview. Pick a date that works for you. They will not accept like changing the interview date for too many times. Just try to pick the right date for one time. I think that I would recommend one time. Just select the one that works for you. So we're gonna go to the next one, which is step 12, schedule medical exam. Medical exam, as soon as your case is ready, US Embassy or Consulate, they will send you instruction on how to do it. This is an example right here, medical exam instruction. So all immigrant visa, regardless of age, require medical examination prior to issuance of a visa. They're gonna tell you the approved physician or the physician that accredited by embassy or consulate. So you do not pick a physician. They will send you instruction on how to. They send you instruction and show you the approved physician. So you pick one and you go do your medical exam. So now we're gonna go to step 13. Now you already had you scheduled the interview. You have your medical exam. Now it's time to gather supporting document. That's step 13. Gather supporting documents. You must bring this document with you, original document with you to interview date. You will need a completed form DS-160, the confirmation page, a passport valid for travel, at least will be valid, the validity date, at least 6 months beyond your intended period of stay in the United States. Birth certificate, and must be translated to English. Divorce or death certificate, if any. Police certificate must be translated to English as well. Medical examination, evidence of financial support, Form I-34, and 2x2 photographs with white background. Always check a photograph requirement. And evidence of relationship, you already submitted that with your I-29F. Please, it has to be the same. Do not change anything. It has to be the same one you submitted with I-129F. And a payment of fees, as you see, they tell you as explained below, but you already paid the fee. You have to take the slips with you from your profile and take it to the bank, and then you will get those a payment of fee. So now for step 14, attend interview. At interview date, please take the original copies. Do not take just copies. Take original copies and the copies. They can ask you for copies, you give them a copies, and then keep the original. But they can ask you for original too to see it. So once you're done with the interview, I'm sorry, U.S. Embassy Consular, Consular officer will ask you some questions about your case, and then if you see everything is if you see your everything is good with no problem, he will or she will issue your visa. So this is gonna be a step 15, that visa issued, and now an admission to United States. Now it's time to get your ticket and travel to United States, because you will have only 90 days to get married after arriving to United States. So at this point, the embassy or consulate stage is done. When the visa is issued, the consulate and embassy stage is done. So now let's talk about USCIS stage within United States, which is adjustment of status. Now, once you got your visa, it's time to get your ticket and come to United States to marry your fiancée. When you get to United States, you have 90 days to get married. That's step 16 is marriage within 90 days in United States. If you did not get married within 90 days, you will lose your legal status. So you marry your fiancé, you get your marriage certificate, and it's time to do the adjustment of status, which is a step 17, filing for adjustment of status. The first step on a filing adjustment of status is filing I-485. All items must be completed properly, and at the applicant signature, which is question 6A, must be signed by a black ink and dated, and 6B must be dated in a format of month, day, and year. Do not use international format, so it will be rejected. So once now you file I-485, it's time to gather the supporting document. That's step 18, the checklist of required evidence for Form I-485. You will need a Form I-485 dated and signed. You will need Form I-864 dated and signed. You need a copy of I-797 Notice of Action. You will need a copy of Form Approval Notice for I-129F Fiancé Petition. You will need a filing fee $1,225 payable to U.S. Department of Homeland Security. It's $1,140 for I-45 filing and $85 for biometric. Please, if you use a check, do not use abbreviation. You must write U.S. Department of Homeland Security. And if you use the cashier check, it's the same or many others. Do not write abbreviation. Use the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. And also, you need a Form G1145 notification of application. It's good to have it because you will receive update about your application from USCIS. You need a passport style photo 2x2 with a white background. You need a copy of biometric page of your passport, including a Q1 visa, non-immigrant visa. Also, you need a copy of most recent I-94. You need also a copy of marriage certificate, a copy of birth certificate, and a form of I-693 vaccination record, including a COVID-19 vaccination card, and a copy of this 3025 vaccination supplement, which is a vaccination documentation medical worksheet. So now, once you have all this checklist of required evidence, plus your Form I-485, it's time to send it to USCIS office. Once you send it, it's gonna take a couple of weeks or months, and when it's approved, and you check your status, it will see your case is approved. When case is approved, or even before it's approved, USCIS may send you, will email you an appointment notice for a biometric screening, because they will need it. They will need use the data to perform and background check and create your green card. That's what they need to create your green card. So they will collect a fingerprint, photographs, and other information. So once they are done with that, now it's time for an interview. You will also schedule an interview. In your interview date, the USCIS officer will ask you a question about your case, and if he sees or she sees everything looks good and that the marriage was genuine, so they will issue your green card. That's a step 20. Congratulations, you have your green card. They will email you your green card within a couple of weeks. This is the end of this video. I hope you like it. If you do, please subscribe, share, and hit notification bell. Thank you, and see you in the next video.